Hey players, it's time to grab your tea and have a seat. Let's discuss politics, crime, celebrity gossip, investigative reporting. Welcome to The Real Tea with Double D on GSMC Podcasting Network, where I am black and the news is always petty as hell, but it's accurate.
Hey players, welcome to a brand new episode of The Real Tea with Double D. Of course, I am Double D, and we are on the GSMC Podcasting Network. So excited to be with you all tonight to record a brand new episode. Listen, I am so happy to be with y'all tonight. I got a jam-packed show planned, and I'm here early. Well, I'm here before 10. So technically I'm early. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. I'm hoping that a lot of y'all come and join because I'm here just a little bit earlier, but I'm excited for all of you all that have to work tomorrow and you have to, go to bed. But y'all can always listen to the playback later. You guys, we got so much to unpack, but of course, I have to welcome you all to a brand new episode of The Real Tea with Double D out there in YouTube and Facebook land. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm so sorry I wasn't here yesterday. I had a full day. Had a full day today. However, I'm here now, honey, ready to spill this tea. And I also want to thank you all out there in podcasting world for tuning in every single week and streaming this podcast as much as you can stream it. I really appreciate you guys. And remember, my podcast is available wherever you stream your podcast. Y'all, it's been a day, hasn't it? The debt ceiling, all that kind of stuff. Now, y'all know I really haven't been talking about the debt ceiling. It's I feel some type of way about the way this whole situation is going. With people's checks hanging in the balance, and the Republicans really think that that's going to really work for them, honey. But these old people, one thing for certain and two things for sure, they do not play about their money. So if y'all think waiting to the last hour to finally do something about the debt ceiling is going to help y'all, baby, it ain't going to do nothing to hurt you. These folks with these senior citizens, when it comes down to their check, baby, my mom was on the edge of her seat. She was upset to the highest level of upsetness, wondering what was going to go on with this debt ceiling, honey, thinking she wasn't going to get her check. She started hoarding money. Every time I saw her, she was asking for $5, honey. I said, Mama, why you asking for $5? She said, baby, I got to put this to the side just in case I have to pay for my own medicine. Because, they playing around with our checks. And I can bet you by golly, wow, honey, there's one thing that senior citizens do. They show up at the ballot box, baby. So while the Republicans are running around here playing around with the debt ceiling, they better know that is definitely going to show at the ballot box. Now, that's not something that I want to talk about, honey. That just came out. But I'm going to need y'all to go ahead and grab y'all tea, have a seat, honey, because we got to talk about frumpy to the motherfucking dog. I'm fixing my sound because somebody said that it was muffled in the comments. Can y'all hear me better now? I had it on the wrong camera. Baby, not the wrong camera, but I had it on the wrong mic. Can y'all hear me a little better now? I'm sorry out there in podcasting world, honey. I declare. Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all can hear me better. I had it on the wrong mic. It was hooked to the webcam mic. Is that better? Let me know, honey. Let me know if that's better. Much better, Judy? Thank you so much, my love. Much better. Okay, I'm so sorry, y'all. I did not check my I didn't check, and I was connected up here instead of being connected down here. But now, baby, I'm connected the right way. So let's just go ahead and get this popping. Sorry out there in podcast world. We all fixed and ready to go. I hope y'all stuck around. I hope y'all went like, damn, this bitch, she this sound bad. Let me scurry on out of here. I hope y'all gave me a chance to fix it. All right, players, let's talk about Frump and Dump and this new audio, honey. I declare, what a disgrace. So this right here has not been confirmed, but CNN dropped a bombshell yesterday. I didn't get to report it, honey, because I took my scurried my ass right on to bed. So we're going to talk about this DOJ allegedly having a recording of Frump and Dump discussing classified documents that he took from the White House. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. Now, he stole them from the American people, but I digress on that. According to CNN, honey, they dropped this from a source. They say that the Justice Department has obtained an audio recording of Frumpy to the motherfucking dump discussing classified Pentagon document he took from the White House. Frumpy dump's comments about the document, which reportedly details potential U.S. attack on Iran, came from a July 2021 meeting at Frumpy Dump's club in Bedminster, New Jersey. Now, according to reports, this was for an autobiography by former chief of staff Mark Meadows. They had some ghostwriters there, and when they have ghostwriters, honey, they normally record everything. And according to this source, one or more of Frumpy Dump's aides have already been interviewed about this, have been deposed about this supposed situation, been subpoenaed and testified about it. So according to the CNN again, while talking with two people working on the autobiography for Mark Meadows, Frumpy Dump referenced the document but suggested that he could not show it to others who did not have security clearances. According to reports, you could hear him like in the recording, because it wasn't a visual, it was an audio. They say that Frumpy Dump was waving around you could hear him flapping around some paper in this audio recording, according to the source. And they also said that Frumpy Dump claimed that the document came from General Mark Milley. We already know that allegedly he's already been deposed. And that was the outgoing chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. However, CNN said that it was told that he did not produce the document. But like I said, they said that he was waving around some type of paper, honey. And maybe that was the classified document that he was allegedly referring to. So Mark Milley was questioned about the incident by investigators probing Frumpy Dump's handling of the classified material. Special Counsel Jack Smith reportedly did this deposition with Mark Milley. Now, the meeting occurred over several months before the National Archives and Records Administration retrieved the first batch of documents from Frumpy Dump's Roach Motel, Mar-a-Lago, in January of 2022. As y'all know, at first they seized about 15 boxes, and then they came back and got some more. Now, the Justice Department became involved after the National Archives discovered classified material among the boxes of documents. It would eventually, of course, subpoena Frumpy Dump for the remaining classified documents, and then they also conducted a search at the Roach Motel, Mar-a-Lago. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. So they say that they have this audio recording, and many legal experts are speculating that this right here could be the nail in Frumpy Dump's wooden box. You know what I'm saying? Because if he has they have this supposed recording of him bragging about having these classified documents, and they also stated that he said that the classified that he couldn't just wave it around and declassify the document, something to that effect. He said something like, "Oh, I just can't automatically declassify this. Other people, so you guys can't look at it," is basically what they say. The source said that Frumpy Dump said that he wouldn't show it to anybody because he's saying, "I don't have the power to declassify these documents." And I actually want to talk to DOJ about this, but according to them, he didn't do it, or he explained why he didn't do it. That's not in the report from CNN regarding why he decided not to disclose that he had this document to the Department of Justice. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. Frumpy Dump, you're really damn ridiculous at a hot boo boo shitty mess. You had several of these documents. There's a stark contrast between when they found these documents with President Biden and also former Vice President Pence. There's a stark difference. They immediately turned over the documents. There was no need to serve a search warrant at their homes. They went ahead and turned over these documents. I just don't understand why it's so easy for them to be able to take things that are classified. I just don't understand that. Why there isn't a better
type of process that is done whenever these presidents and vice presidents are moving out? Why isn't there someone that can go in and say, hey, you can't take this, you can't take that? But I guess that's up to their staff. Maybe their staff are supposed to handle that situation. I really don't know, honey, but it is ridiculous and a hot boo-boo shitty mess. And I can't wait to see what comes out in the Washington Ranch. And again, according to legal experts, this is supposed to be the nail in the wooden box for Frumpy to the motherfucking dump. So we'll see what happens. According to another legal expert I watched last night, he stated that this information coming forth signifies that we may be nearing the end of special counsel Jack Smith's investigation into Frumpy Dump, and we may be getting closer to some indictments. Remember, next month we're supposed to be getting word from Fannie in Georgia whether she is going to indict Frumpy to the motherfucking dump. That's supposed to happen in July. I think it's the latter part of July. So there's a lot coming up for Frumpy Dump. I mean, he's got the trial with Stormy Daniels. He's got that. He's got several lawsuits all over the world, honey. It's just ridiculous and a hot boo-boo shitty mess. But he is still trucking along, running for president, baby. And everybody is got their eyes on this on the race for the Republican nomination. And according to reports, honey, Pence is decided to enter the race. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. Oh, yes, honey. They are ABC News reported yesterday that Pence is supposed to announce his 2024 presidential bid next week in Iowa. They said that he will be giving a kickoff speech in Iowa and then releasing a campaign video on June 7th ahead of his town hall with, you know who, CNN. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. So they say that Pence is supposed to be running against, of course, we know Frumpy Dump and several others. And he's expected to have a balancing act ahead of him, pitching himself as the best Republican to take on President Joe Biden while touting the same policy wins as Frumpy Dump and not ostracizing Frumpy Dump supporters amid Frumpy Dump's repeated criticism of him. So if Pence decides to enter the race, honey, it's definitely going to be something to watch indeed. And we noticed a shift with Pence. So we do know that something is coming, because he has started to kind of talk more about what happened on January 6th. Now, I'm going to go ahead and keep it a stack. Nothing has changed about his stance on the investigation into this and whether Frumpy Dump should be held criminally responsible for it. Nothing has changed there, but he has started to kind of say a little bit more about Frumpy Dump, more than what he would say before. Just last week, he said, we all face judgment of history, and I believe in fullness of time that history will hold Frumpy Dump accountable for the events of January 6th as it will other people that were involved. He added, I also think that the American people will always have their say. Will also have their say. I mean, the president is now a candidate for office again. He's running for election. But as I go around the country, I'm convinced that the American people have learned the lessons of that day. He then went on to say that he and Frumpy Dump parted amicably and respectfully after office, but they have not, after they were in the White House together, but they have not spoken in the last 2 years. He said that Frumpy Dump's rhetoric regarding January 6th was dangerous, and that he put him and his family and the American people in danger. So again, the conversation around Pence and Frumpy Dump has really changed. So it's really going to be interesting to see if Frumpy Dump was to win the Republican nomination, who is he going to have as his vice president? Because we have Pence kind of being a little bit more vocal and about Frumpy Dump. Now, he touts the policies. However, he still talks really negatively about January 6th. And we already know how Frumpy Dump feels about January 6th. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. So, baby, Pence is supposed to be entering the race. And also Chris Christie, who was the former governor of New Jersey, he's supposed to enter. Now, I had a picture of him, honey, but I'm gonna keep it a stack. It would have took over this whole screen. Now, I'm not skinny. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm a little rotund too. But somebody said on Twitter, they said Chris Christie is running. He said he's thinking about running for president. He need to run. I declare, what a disgrace. Now, Chris Christie was supposedly a front runner for Frumpy Dump's vice president in 2016, but Frumpy Dump, of course, selected Pissy Pence, and he's also expected to announce his own bid next week in New Hampshire for the president of the United States. So, on the Republican side of the ticket for that Republican nomination, we have Frumpy Dump, Nikki Haley, Vivek Warmsbury, and I don't know how to pronounce that. And I could, you know me, I mess up some names. I do it all the time. And then Asa Hutchinson, Larry Alder, and Steve Laffey. Larry Alder. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. And of course, we can't forget Ron DeSantis. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. Y'all grab your tea and have a seat because we're going to talk about Ron DeSantis coming right on up. All right, players. So Ron DeSantis, honey, he's been out there campaigning, and there's some questions about Ron DeSantis' temperament, because it seems that he doesn't know how to and this is honestly, I'm really surprised that we're seeing a lot of questions regarding Ron DeSantis' temperament. We've seen him go out several times during his during COVID. You know, we've seen him go off a lot of times, and we've seen him attack the media, fake news, all this kind of stuff. We've seen him 1,000 times talk about, go off. But it seems here lately that he's really been teeter-tottering on the edge, and he's been doing a lot of attacking of Frumpy Dump. He's really stepped up the attacks on Frumpy to the motherfucking dump, and he's also getting really crazy with the people asking him. Well, I wouldn't say crazy, but his temperament is definitely in question. But it's just ridiculous and a habitable shitty mess. So I put y'all a compilation together of what happened just today while Ron DeSantis was out campaigning, supposed to be kissing babies, and and you see how he looks on this picture. This baby looks terrified, like, get the hell away from me. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. He is very socially awkward. So I want y'all to take a look at Ron DeSantis as he attacks Frumpy Dump, and also as he kind of attacks, I believe this is a person of the media.
So, if the former president says he can slay the deep state in 6 months, my question to him would be, well, you already had 4 years. Why didn't you slay it then? Huge problem.
Former President Trump says he'd do it in 6 months.
There you go, ma'am. All right, sir, we're heading this way.
Why didn't he do it his first 4 years?
Why not take any questions from voters, Governor? Governor, how come you're not taking questions from voters?
Not coming up to me, talk to me. What are you talking about? I'm not here murdering with people. Are you blind? Are you blind?
I'm not blind.
Okay, so people are coming up to me, talking to me, whatever they want to talk to me about.
Ron DeSantis, he said people are coming up to me and asking me whatever, talking to me about whatever they want to talk to me about. He's so quick to go off the handle, and a lot of people are looking at this and like, what the heck are you doing, buddy? You're socially awkward. You don't know how to talk to people. You look funny when you're taking pictures. It's just ridiculous and a hot boo-boo shitty mess. So Ron DeSantis has got a lot of he really needs to take some kind of training or something on how to deal with the people in the public, because he really doesn't know what he's doing. And it's baby, I'm gonna tell you something. It's so joyful to watch him stumble, because he is definitely stumbling. And one thing that is in question right now, another thing, is the pronunciation of Ron DeSantis's name. And on 4 News today, they actually said, hey, how are we going to support somebody for president when we don't even know how to pronounce his name, and he won't even clarify it? Y'all take a listen to this.
There's been some confusion over your last name and the pronunciation, and I'm just wondering, to correct the record, what is it?
Oh, that's ridiculous, these stupid things. Listen, the way to pronounce my last name, Winner. I'm Ron DeSantis.
I'm Ron DeSantis.
I'm Ron DeSantis.
My husband, Ron DeSantis.
I am Ron DeSantis.
I, Ron DeSantis.
I am Ron DeSantis. At rondesantis.com, I'm Ron DeSantis.
So which one is it? Is it Ron DeSantis or is it Ron DeSantis? I declare, honey, what a disgrace. He said there's only one way to pronounce his last name, honey, and that is winner. But we gonna see Ron DeSantis. Of course, we know Frumpy Dump jumped on the train. I believe Frumpy Dump may have started this. I don't know. He's so juvenile. I believe he may have started this, but he scurried his ass on over the Truth Social and he said, have you heard that Rob DeSanctimonious wants to change his name again? He is demanding that people call him DeSantis rather than DeSantis. Actually, I like "duh" better, a nicer flow. So I am happy he is changing it. He gets very upset when people, including reporters, don't pronounce it correctly. Therefore, he shouldn't mind DeSanctimonious. I declare. What a disgrace. So like I said, honey, but I'm going to go ahead and keep it a stack with you. I don't care how they pronounce it.
Here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
We don't care, honey. We don't care how you pronounce it. As long as it's not pronounced President Ron DeSanctimonious or DeSantis or whatever, I'm going to call him DeSantis. But I would really like to know what his mama named. Is it DeSanctimonious? Is it DeSantis? Or what is it? I declare, honey, what a disgrace. So, baby, we'll see what happens, baby. The attacks have been stepped up between Frumpy Dump and Ron DeSanctimonious. Tonight he was calling him Rob. Baby, they stepping things up. And baby, I'm going to keep it a stack with you. I'm here for it all. Y'all go ahead and grab your tea and have a seat because we moving on. Baby, Frumpy Dump, he done upset some of the Republicans, baby. Some of these Republicans are pulling their support of Frumpy Dump after yesterday he attacked Kayla McEnany. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. Frumpy Dump was upset to the highest level of upsettedness that Kayla McEnany would get his poll numbers wrong. So he took to social media and wrote in part, and I hope that I got it. Where are you, buddy? No, where are you? He took on, there it is. I'm sorry, y'all. There it is. He took to Truth Devil is a Lie Social and he said, Kayla Milquetoast McEnany just gave out the wrong poll numbers on 4 News. I am 34 points up on DeSanctimonious, not 25 up. Well, 25 is great, but it's not 34. She knew the number was corrected upwards by the group that did the poll. The rhinos and globalists can have her. Fox News should only use real stars. I declare. What a disgrace. Frumpy Dump, he stepped up the attacks on Kayla McEnany, honey, and everybody is like, well, why is he doing this? Kayla has been very loyal to him. But baby, Laura Loomer, y'all know she wants to work for Frumpy Dump. She took to social media and said, look, this is the first time that Kayla McEnany has slighted Frumpy Dump, and she posted some evidence. Y'all go ahead and take a look at this.
Kaylee, how sick of polls? He is very good at that. In fact, I don't know that. Kaylee, how sick of polls are people in New Hampshire right now? Probably very sick, especially when they see that Donald Trump is number 2 and doesn't deserve to be there. Look, the GOP doesn't need to be turning away voters and isolating them. We need to be bringing them into the tent. Donald Trump is the last person who's going to do that. I think that the stance of most Republicans is we've got to plug the border, but I think the mainstream Republican does not want to send the illegal immigrant back to Mexico. I think that they're here to stay. That's not the American way. We're not going to ship people across the border. There has to be some path to citizenship. Donald Trump has shown himself to be a showman. I don't think he's a serious candidate.
Kaylee, this is your guy. He's number 2 in the polls.
Hey, I don't want to claim this guy. Donald Trump, if we're going to be honest, is a progressive. He supports eminent domain. He's supported tax increases before. He's donated $300,000 to Democratic candidates. So the fact that the Republican Party is now having to claim him is both unfortunate and, to me, inauthentic, because this is not a true Republican candidate. And the fact that he's being portrayed as such in media is troublesome and not accurate.
I declare, honey, what a disgrace. So Kayla had talked crap, big crap about Frumpy to the motherfucking dump before she started working for him. And then she got up there at that podium and started lying like a rug. Baby, I call that an opportunist. And that's exactly what that is, an opportunist for you to be so against Frumpy dump. It's like a lot of these now new MAGA Republicans like Freddie Cruz. He talked big crap. Lindsay Loose Booty Graham. They all talk big crap. But when Frumpy dump started leading in the polls and doing this and doing that, then they did this dramatic shift. And then we got Kayla McEnany, who got an opportunity to work with the Frumpy dump administration. And on her last day, she ended up looking like this. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. So some of the Republicans are upset to the highest level of upsettedness. Some of the MAGA Republicans are like, hey, Kayla McEnany, she wasn't always a Frumpy dump tank sniffer. So we cannot support that. But players, it is what it is. Frumpy dump said Kayla McEnany is no more. So we know if he was to win re-election, she will definitely not be the White House press secretary. I declare, honey. I love that for her. Y'all go ahead and grab y'all tea and have a seat, baby. We moving on. All right, players. So we need to talk about this situation that occurred on May 28th in Columbia, South Carolina. This story is very reminiscent of Latasha Harlins, and I'll tell you a little more about Latasha Harlins in a bit. But this is 14-year-old Cyrus Carmack Belton, and he was murdered by a store owner, a convenience store owner, on May 28th. He was actually chased down, gunned down, shot in his back because they believe he had stolen, the store owner believed that he had stolen 4 bottles of water. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. So the store owner has been arrested. His name is Rick Chow. He's 58 years old. And he was the owner of the store in Columbia, South Carolina. And he's been charged with murder in that fatal shooting. They say that he believed that the boy, Cyrus Carmack Belton, had stolen 4 bottles of water from the Express Mark Shell station in Columbia. But the sheriff said that Cyrus did not steal any water from the store. In fact, he put all of those waters that he picked up back after he got into a verbal argument with the store owner, Rick Cho, and his son. So after this argument, Cyrus actually exited the store and ran down to I believe it was across the street or a little bit down the road to an apartment complex, and he slipped and fell. When he fell, at some point, the son said that he saw a weapon on him. They were chasing him out of the store, and they chased him all the way down the street. And he said that he saw a weapon on him. When the boy said that he saw a weapon on him, the father told police that he pulled out the weapon, his weapon, and shot him in the back. Shot Cyrus in the back. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. This happened at around 8 p.m. The son's name has not been released by the sheriff's office. They said that Mr. Cho's son thought that he saw a weapon on Cyrus, and that's the reason why he shot him in the back and killed him. There was no evidence that Cyrus actually pointed the weapon at the store owner. Maybe he did have a weapon, but there's no evidence that he pointed the weapon at Cyrus. So he murdered him, and now this is just so very sad. I want y'all to take a listen to what the sheriff and the coroner had to say about this terrible, terrible, terrible incident.
The owners of the convenience store suspected him of shoplifting. He did not shoplift anything. We have no evidence that he stole anything whatsoever. There was a verbal confrontation inside the convenience store. The victim went outside. He took off running. The son of the owner of the convenience store gave chase. The father, who owns the convenience store, joined in the chase. He was armed with a pistol. They chased a young man towards Springtree Apartments. Young man fell down. He got back up. At some point, the son said that he had a gun. At that point, the father shot the young man in the back. Even if he had shoplifted 4 bottles of water, which is what he initially took out of the cooler, and then he put them back. Even if he'd done that, that's not something you shoot anybody over, much less a 14-year-old, but you just don't do that. We're charging the owner of the store, Rick Chow, with murder.
Of course, here at the Black Accurate News, I'm sending my condolences out to the family of Cyrus Carmack Belton. He did not deserve what happened. He did absolutely nothing wrong. He exited the store. Like this police chief said, even if he had stolen 4 bottles of water, that's not a reason to chase somebody out of a store and shoot them in the back. How much could water cost? $2, $8. A 14-year-old is now deceased because of it. The shooting has prompted outrage in Colombia, where dozens of protesters met at Mr. Child's store on Monday, and later that night the store was vandalized and looted, according to the sheriff. The sheriff also urged protesters to be peaceful. Photos of the store show graffiti on the building, yellow tape around it, among spray painted messages where they said "Rip King Cyrus." Troy Belton, who is Cyrus's father, said in a brief phone interview about his son, "If you were around him, you would have loved him." Oh man, this is so very sad. And I'm here at the Black Accurate News. I'm sending my condolences out to the family. State Representative Todd Rutherford, a Democrat, is representing Cyrus's family. They have started a GoFundMe. I will link that GoFundMe here in case anyone wants to donate to the family. Of course, they're looking to raise funeral expenses. Again, when I first read this story, immediately I thought of Latasha Harlins. On March 16th, 1991, she entered the Empire Liquor Store that was located at the intersection of West 91st Street and South Figueroa Street in Los Angeles, California. She's shortly after 10 a.m. that day, and she was putting $1.79 orange juice in her backpack. The store owner thought that she was attempting to steal the orange juice, and she did not see that Natasha Harlins actually had money in her hand. A struggle ensued, and she ended up shooting and murdering Latasha Harlins. Rest in peace to Latasha Harlins. You guys, if you ever listen to any of Tupac songs, then you've heard of Latasha Harlins. Dear Mama Don't Cry, Your Baby Boy's Doing Good. I'm sure y'all heard of that. I'm sure y'all heard him mention that thousands of times, several times in his songs. All right, players. Again, I'm at the Black Accurate News. I'm sending my condolences out to the family of Cyrus Carmack Belton. I'm hoping that this the father and also the son, if need be charged and prosecuted to the furthest extent of the law. Y'all grab y'all tea and have a seat. We're moving forward. All right, players. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. This won't take very long on Darian Murray. This is the Mississippi 11-year-old that was shot by a police officer. This police officer still has not been fired. I don't understand why he has not been fired. Now, he has been placed on, of course, leave pending investigation. However, he has not been fired. Also, the family is asking for the body camera footage to be released of this incident. But I just wanted you guys to hear what Darian Murray had to say. Again, he was shot in the stomach. I think he had a ruptured lung, and he's on his way to recovery. But he actually sat down and spoke with reporters about his experience and what he was thinking. And I want you guys to take a listen to what this sweet baby boy had to say.
Sometimes I can see myself laying inside the coffin. Them are my thoughts at night, my only ones. And sometimes I think people are watching me. But my main thought is me dead.
He said he was so convinced that he was going to die that day that he started to tell his mother his last words, telling her to say sorry to the family members who he acted up in front of, telling him to say sorry to the teacher that he was bad towards. The mother said that she is so overfilled with joy that she really doesn't have enough time to be angry, even towards the police officer, Sergeant Greg Capers with the Indianola Police Department. She doesn't even have to be time to be angry at him, she says. She does, though, want him fired and never to work as a police officer in this country again. We're standing in front of their attorney's office because just in a few minutes, they're going to announce a federal lawsuit that they've filed seeking $5 million in damages from.
That is the saddest thing that I ever heard. And this young boy is going to need lots of counseling. That is so very sad. And this is something that's going to affect him for the rest of his life. And as of right now, they have done absolutely nothing about it. Absolutely nothing. So again, the family is filing a lawsuit for $5 million in damages, accusing the police department of gross negligence and reckless disregard and failing to properly train and supervise their officers. They stated in the lawsuit, it was filed by Carlos Moore, the family attorney. They accused the police of violating Darren Murray's civil rights, specifically his Fourth Amendment right to protection against the use of force and the 14th Amendment guarantee of due process. Carlos Moore stated at the press conference, "What we do know is he obeyed the officer's commands. He came out of the room with nothing in his hands and he was shot. He was not a threat to anyone. He was obeying the officer." Again, Sergeant Capers, nothing has happened at this point. The Mississippi Bureau of Investigations is refusing to comment, stating that this is an ongoing investigation. Adarian's mother stated that the police are there to protect and serve. In this case, they didn't feel protected. They felt like victims. So very sad. I just want to give you guys an update on that. Of course, I'm wishing a speedy recovery for this sweet little boy. I'm hoping that that he gets all the help that he needs to feel safe again. This is just so very sad. For some, you call the police for protection. This little boy is never going to want to call the police again. Probably if he needed help, he won't be calling the police. All right, players, y'all grab y'all tea, have a seat. We're moving forward. Child, I wanted to give y'all an update on Morant because there's some news that broke tonight. And y'all know I'm intrigued by this entire situation with Morant. I think that something is, I don't know what's going on. I really don't understand why this dude why he's messing up a good thing. But Hunty, the NBA commissioner, says that they have made a decision on the investigation into Morant's conduct, but will announce it after the playoffs. Y'all go ahead and take a listen to what the commissioner, I believe his name is Adam Silva, had to say regarding Morant. I declare.
So in assessing what discipline is appropriate, if that's the case, we look at both the history of prior acts, but then we look at the individual player's history as well. And so that and the seriousness, of course, of the conduct. So those are all things that get factored. It's not an exact science. It comes down to judgment at the end of the day on the part of me and my colleagues in the league office. In terms of the timing, we've uncovered a fair amount of additional information. I think since I was still asked about the situation, I would say we probably could have brought it to a head now, but we made the decision, and I believe the Players Association agrees with us that it would be unfair to these players and these teams in the middle of the series to announce the results of that investigation. And given that we're, of course, in the off season, he has now been suspended by the Memphis Grizzlies indefinitely, and so nothing would have changed anyway. in the next few weeks, it seemed better to park that at the moment, at least any public announcement. And my sense now is that shortly after the conclusion of the finals.
I wonder what his fate is going to be. John Morant is a standout player. I just hate to see all of this going on. And if he's not in counseling or whatever he needs to do is getting help, baby, he need to be, because he is messing up. He is fucking up. He is royally. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. I just wanted to give y'all an update on that because I didn't have time to make a report. All right, y'all grab y'all tea and have a seat. Let's move. Y'all might want to push your tea to the side for a second. I can't even take a sip before I talk about this. So I don't know what's wrong with these kids, but this is ridiculous and a hot boo-boo shitty mess. So 3 teens killed and ate a beloved swan in New York Village. Y'all heard me. I'm not lying. They killed and ate a swan. I have nothing. I have nothing. Let's read the story. So, according to reports, honey, officials said that just after midnight on Saturday, 3 teenagers hopped over a fence encircling Goose Lake Park. This is in New York. The swan Faye was nestling her by the swan pond at the time. 2 other teenagers held her down to capture her, and then the 3 teens altogether took out the swan. They said the teenagers also stole 3 smaller baby swans, leaving Manny, Faye's longtime mate, behind. The 3 then took the birds to the home of one of the teenagers' relatives, and they prepared the swan, and it was eaten by family and friends. Most disgusting thing I ever heard of in my entire life. That is so nasty. And I don't even know what would possess you to do some crap like that. Like, what would make you even think that that was something that was delectable or something to do? It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. So this dude that's pictured here is Iman Hussein, and he's been arrested. The younger teenagers, who are 16 and 17, were arraigned on arraigned today. And but of course they're not releasing their names because they are minors. Mr. Hussein is set to appear in court on June 15th. It is unclear whether the teens have lawyers. Now, I think the reason why he was named, he's 18. That's the reason why he was named. They were charged with felony counts of grand larceny and criminal mischief. They were also charged with misdemeanor counts of conspiracy, of theft, and criminal trespassing. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. Now, this particular swan had been there for years, and they took out that swan and they ate it. I have never in my whole entire life heard of such. What is this world coming to, honey? I'm scared, child. Because if one of my babies ever did something like that, I just don't know what I would do. Players, if you can, y'all go ahead and grab your tea and have a seat, because this next one, this is the next to the last one. Danae Jackson, I don't know what she up to, but this is ridiculous and a hot bullshit mess. Please grab that tea. You're gonna need it. All right, players. So Danae Jackson, who is Derek Jackson's ex-wife, they going through a divorce, or they already divorced, and she finally decided to speak out last week. Now, y'all know Derek Jackson is the self-described relationship guru, honey. He said he's the man, the man with the master plan. He knows everything, honey. But according to Danae, he was treating her like crap at home. He wasn't making it do what it do when he needed to make it do what it do. He was just messing around with a bunch of women and treating her like dirt. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. So last week she came out on the Dear Future Wifey podcast, and she spoke a lot about her relationship, honey. Let's reflect back to one of the little things that she said before I get into this new tea. I declare.
I became a shell of myself. I didn't know who I was. I actually have a couple posts on my page where I have a post that says, I knew her body better than I knew my own.
Stop. Let that sit there. You said you knew another woman's body better than you knew your own.
Yes, several women. I knew several other women's bodies better than I knew my own. And I spent a lot of time, like I went in such a deep hole where I was like studying these women. I would go to their profiles and I would study their pages and like what they wear. I knew when they had met up. So I watched their videos of them having sex. So I would try to imitate that and recreate that in our relationships so that he can.
All right. So y'all heard what she had to say, honey. Everybody was feeling sorry for Danae last week. It was like, okay, Danae, you went through a whole lot, honey. You look beautiful. Nice to see you bounce back. It's great. But baby, Danae, it's been uncovered by one site, our own site, that Danae is out here charging $5,000 for infidelity recovery boot camp. You heard me. I didn't say $500. I didn't say $50. I didn't say $5. I said $5,000.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
So Danae is charging, let me put the picture up here so y'all can take a look at it, honey, because I just couldn't believe it when I heard it. I was like, I know you lying. So Danae is charging for her personal one-on-one coaching sessions that teach a customer how to profit from their pain. She's charging $4,997 for that. She's charging, there's also a number of services she including her 40 days and 40 days and nights of healing for just 2 payments of $495 a month. And then a bundle that includes her book and 3 personal one-on-one sessions a week for just 2 payments of $3,499 a month, or just one-on-one training for $4,995. You heard what I said, honey. Ain't nothing she got on there is $1,000. I mean, under $1,000. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. She's putting them in 2 easy payments. Well, baby, you know what I gotta say about that. Welcome to Grifters Gone Grift on the Black Red News Channel. I declare. She says that you will have access to digital curriculum for an additional 90 days for a total of 6 months in this infidelity recovery boot camp and coaching accelerator full digital program plus mastermind. She says she come to you as a witness and testimony who has experienced exceptional pain, trauma, and bondage emotionally, physically, and spiritually. So, baby, I want to help you not get there. Like husband, like wife, sis is barely healed herself, yet she's trying to get vulnerable women out here to hand over their hard-earned books. That's what somebody said on social media. I declare, honey, what a disgrace, honey. Danae said she out here trying to secure that bag, and she wants y'all to pay her so that way you don't get in the same situation that she was in. I declare. Look, if you pay for that, guess what? Don't come to me like this.
We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived.
You've been flat out deceived. Ain't nobody gonna be able to teach you any of that. You need that stuff you got to learn on your own, honey. There's some things that you got to learn on your own. But if you like it, I love it. If you want to pay Danae $5,000 to teach you how not to get your heart broke, then hey, you go ahead and do that. You if you like it, I love it, honey. All right, players, it's time for y'all favorite game, baby. Y'all need to grab y'all tea. Baby, Danae she is out her rabbit ass mind. Y'all go ahead and grab y'all tea and have a seat, honey, because baby, it's time for y'all favorite game. Players, It's time for another riveting episode of Play Stupid Games, Win Stupid Prizes. All right, players. So it's time for another riveting episode of Play Stupid Games, Win Stupid Prizes. And I would like for you all to meet Mr. Anthony Orlick. Y'all take a good look at him, honey. He's in New York City. He's feeling good, footloose, and fancy, free about himself, honey. He's out on the town having a great, great day. But, great night on the town, honey, just living it up. And then he decided that it would be a good idea to snatch the wig off a black woman's head. Y'all go ahead and take a look at what he did and what happened.
For what? Why did you do that? What makes you think that that's okay? Is that funny? Is that funny? Apologize. You don't even fucking know me. No. Do you hit women or something? Please. Why did you take my wig off and keep walking? There's no reason. For what, sir? Why? Can you just leave? Why? Just say it. Why did you take my wig off and just walk away? Please. Because what? Why? Please. Nah, have a nice one. Have a nice day. You're nice as fuck. Him, he needs somebody to beat his fucking ass. I'm dead ass.
I declare, honey, what a disgrace. So he snatched the wig. According to reports, this may be some type of challenge or something, some new thing that they got going on. Now, I've never seen anybody other than Anthony to do this, but this was posted onto TikTok. She took the TikTok, her name is Lizzie, took the TikTok and posted it on there and stated that that this person snatched her wig off of her head or whatever. She said, this man just took my wig off my head and kept walking. And she just felt so degraded. You know what I'm saying? She felt really degraded in that. So, of course, when that video was posted onto social media, it went viral. And, of course, they were able to identify that Mr. Anthony is a lawyer. In a post shared on a LinkedIn profile, it says that he is a lawyer with Burcon. Y'all know I'm finna mess this up. Callio and Silverstein LLP. So of course his job was quickly identified. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. And you know what? He was fired. According to a post shared on LinkedIn by his job, they said they have been made aware of a video of a non-work related incident involving one of our associates circulating on social media. We take seriously any inappropriate behavior by any employee, whether inside or outside the workplace. This associate is no longer employed with the firm. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. So, Anthony lost his job. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. There's no GoFundMe for him. They didn't start a GoFundMe to make him rich because he sat up there and snatched a wig off of somebody's head thinking he was funny, putting his hands on people, invading people's personal space, not backing up and giving people 50 feet. I declare, honey, what a disgrace. So he lost his job, honey. You play stupid games, you'll win stupid prizes. All right, players. I hope y'all enjoyed this brand new episode of The Real Tea with Double D. I definitely did. I see y'all in the comments. My loves, my lies, J Swab, Capone. I see you there. I think I seen Andrea in here. I see Eva, Sharon, Risa. I see all my favorites stuck around with me. I really appreciate y'all for riding and flying with your girl every single day. I promise I'm gonna pick up the content. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all something before I go. I got my class reunion tomorrow. Now y'all know I done got rotund. If one of them say something, because I was skinny back in the day, if one of them say something about me being rotund, it's gonna be on and popping up in there. Now y'all might see me, instead of me reporting on the news, I might be on the news. So they better not play around with me and try to fake the phone, try to mess around. I got my class reunion tomorrow. I'm telling you, honey, I don't know what's gonna happen. But if anybody up in there trying to say I'm rotund, it's gonna be on and popping up in there. All right, players. I hope y'all have a very good night. Thank y'all for enjoying this brand new episode of The Real Tea with Double D. Make sure y'all stay tuned in. Like me on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all those places, so y'all can stay up to date on the day-to-day tea. I appreciate y'all so much for riding and flying with y'all, girl. Y'all have a good night. Peace.
Thanks for listening to The Real Tea with Double D. Remember to support by following on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And subscribe to the website to keep the tea piping hot at blackuratnews.com. That's BLAQURAT